Hello, Tracy Lou here. How you doing? So, what I want to show you today is how to turn a card kit into one of these, a folio. Alright, so here's the folio. Nice and simple. Alright, this is a card kit which is made by Sharon Vieira off craftedprint.com, and this is one of her card kits. I don't know whether, yeah, here's part of the card kit. So this is the card, this is the capache, and here's some of the sentiments. Okay, also comes with, and looks like I've actually used them all, which is a bit naughty of me, but I will show you as we go along. So this is what you're going to need. You are going to need 2 pieces of plain cardstock. Choice of colour is yours for the base. I'm using white. This is just regular A4 cardstock. And the first piece, you will need to have it at 11.5 inches long by 6 3/4 wide. So I'm just going to cut that down. Keep this piece of scrap because you're going to need it. Okay, and then your second piece of white cardstock, you will need again to be 6 3/4 wide. So again, I'm just going to cut that, and again I'm going to keep that off cut. Oh, did I cut that first piece the right size? No, I didn't. I cut it at 6.5. Stupid woman. Right, hold on a minute. Let me just see. There's the first Tracy fluff up. Those of you who know me know I do fluff ups on a regular basis. This is why I always have plenty of cardstock to hand. So let's go 6 3/4 again. There we go. So that's 6 3/4. Yep, there we go. And we'll cut that piece off like so. And so you need 2 pieces, 6 3/4 by 5 inches. So there's the 5. So that's 1. And here is number 2. 5 inches. And again, I'm going to keep this piece of scrap as well. Now, going for the score, I'm just going to turn that board around. I'm going to grab my scoring tool. Now, with these 2 pieces here, you're going to score these with the 5 inches at the top, going along the top. You're going to score them at 4.5 because you want a 1/2 inch. So you're going to score at 4.5. That's the only time you're going to score, and you're going to score that on both of them. So it's a 1/2 inch score line just once. So you can see that score line. Can you see that there? Hopefully you can. And then we're just going to fold that back and just burnish that like so. We'll do that for both of them. Okay, like so. So there you go. So that's them 2 done. Now on your long piece with the 11, which I didn't cut, to 11.5. So let me just cut that to 11.5. So that's 11.5. I'm going to take a smidgen off if you're in the UK. I think if you're in the States, it comes to 11.5 your A4s, doesn't it? Right, there we go. That little piece, no, we don't need. So Let me just turn that around again. So it's 11.5 along the top. You're going to score at 4.5. And then what you're going to do, because what we're doing here is going to create like a bendy spine. So from 4.5 through to 5.25, you're going to score at every line. So that's 4.5, 4 5/8, 4 3/4, 4 7/8, and 5, and then 5 1/8. Okay, so that has actually caused you, yeah, you can see those. See how you've got like a 5 lines, 6 lines there. Okay, and then you're going to do the same at the other end from 9.5, but you're only going to do 5 here, not 6, through to 10. So again, you're going to go 9.5, 9 5/8, 9 3/4, 9 7/8, and then 10. Okay, and again, you'll see we've got that. Let me see if I can get it on the, there you go. So what you're going to do is then fold all of these and burnish. Now these are a little bit trickier because they're so close together. They don't always want to go. So there will be, they might miss one and then go. So just come back to it. Okay. Right, see that's missed 2 for me at the moment. So now I'm going to go back and do the ones I've missed. I might, yeah, you can still see me good. So just, this is where I'll lift up and now find the one I missed in between those two. There we go. And I'll just carefully, as you can see, go down that score line and just pinch it into place. Because the score line's there, it will go like so. And then again, just burnish. And the other one that we missed, again, because the score line's there, you can pinch it and it will go into place. It just takes a little bit of persuasion, and then we can burnish. So that's now going to give you a rolling spine. Okay, and we'll do the same with this one over here, this first one that we did. Let me just turn it around this way. Right, so there's the first two ends of it. And let's see where it's going to go. It's going to go for that one. Okay, so we've missed one there. I'm taking my time because I don't want it to jump the track, as it were. So I am going to go in between those two first and do that one next. And come down this end and do that one. There we go. Whoops. It's trying, it's fighting against me. This one, there we go, there. That's better. sorted. That's gone. So now I can just do that. So the third one was done. Yep. Now the fourth one. Let's just get that one to bend. Take your time with these, because it will make a lot of difference when it comes to opening and closing your folios. Excuse me. So there's that one. Are you done? Yep. Yep, that's nice and straight. And here's the last one in between those two. Yep, here we go. Nice. There we go. Right, so that is all the scoring done. Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to put that to one side for a moment, because the next thing we need to do is we need to do some more cutting. And what we need is silly me, I didn't get it out. Excuse me a moment. It's only just behind me. We need to get some plain cardstock for the mats. So what I'm going to do is get some, I think what we're actually going to use is cream on this. Which I think will go quite nicely. So I'm actually going to use cream on this, which will blend nicely anyway. So I've got cream here. Now you need 8 of these, and these need to be 6.5 wide by 4.5 inches, 4.25. So let's work it out. 6.5 by 4.25. So I think what I'm going to do is go 6.5 there. Yeah, okay, we'll go 6.5 there. So there's my 6.5, nice and straight. Again, I'm going to keep these. You'll understand why in a moment. By 4.25. Like I say, we need 8 of these. So that's 4.25. So there's 1. There's 2. Six and a half. Nice and straight. Just double checking. Yeah, 6.5. Three. 4. I'm going to cut 2 at a time here. Now the other thing I need is the designer paper. Now what Sharon has done for us in her, see, this is the actual card kit. So you get this fold back for the card kit, and like I showed you, I'm just going to put those out of the way. This is one of the toppers. So you see that would actually sit there, and there's your card kit. How cute is that? So that will sound like so. Here's another one of the toppers. Again, that would just sit there, and there's your card kit. And here's a third one. Again, that would just sit there. But I'm using these to make pockets in the folio. But Sharon has also given us these papers. Now, she only gives you the one set, like so. But I've printed them out numerous times. And that's the beauty of the... When you buy a card kit from craftyprint.com, you can print them out as many times as you like. Print them out once or print them out 1,000 times. The choice is yours. Because once you've bought them for life. Okay? But Sharon also gives you the decoupage. So you can, again, build it up if you so wish. So like this one goes with this little chap here. And then you can build up the decoupage with either pin flare glue, for instance, or 3D foam pads. But again, I'm going to use this as tuck spots within the folio, hence why I haven't made up the actual card yet. Okay, so what I want to do now, I need to be careful with that because that's literally hanging by a millimetre. So now the papers. Now the designer paper, calling this the designer paper. The designer paper needs to be 6 1/4 by 4 inches. So I'm going to do the 4 inches first. Again, I'm going to keep these little scraps, and then we're going to go by 6 1/4. So all 8 of those I'm going to do. Let's do these in 2s now. So that's, I'm just going to, oh, you are on a chart, that's okay. So that's 4 inches, like so. I forgot I was doing it by 2 and I couldn't work out why I was getting resistance. 4 inches by 6 1/4. No, I didn't go through that one properly. That's better, I felt that one go, yep. So that's 3 of them. Four. I'm hoping I've got more. And here we go. That's 6 1/4. Right, so that's all my cutting. No, it isn't. I've still got to do 2 more little panels. This is where the scraps are going to come into it. So I need of the white from the white scraps, and this is for where's this one here? This is for these panels here. So I need 2. So of the white panels, I need 6.5 by 1 3/8. So let's see if I've got 1 3/8, which I have. So I need 6.5. So that's 1. See how your scraps do come in handy. But the other scraps will also come in handy for let's see if that's 1 3/8. Which it isn't, that's only 1.5. So I've got another, and it doesn't look like I have, which is really, really wacky. So I can just take that off this one. Is that 6.5? Yes, it is. By 1 3/8. Right, so this is where your scraps come in handy. So that's 1 and 1 2 3/8. So let's just line that up there. So that's why I say always keep your scraps by 6.5. Oh, spot on, very nice. So 6, yeah, so that's 1. And that's 1 3/8 here, like so. So that's 2. Why did I do that? I didn't need the white. I've already got the white. Oh, really? See, and then you've got trace use. But these are going to be used for your pockets and your belly bands, etc, etc. So this is the one I need 6.5 by 1 3/8. Let's do it properly, shall we? It's my age. I'm blaming my age. So 6.5 by 1 3/8. Let's move that one out of the way. 1 2 3. There we go. So there's that one. So 6.5. I'll take you out of the way. 1 3/8. And there's 2. And then of your pretty papers, we need, let's just move those. We need one that is 6 1/4 by 1 1/8. Right, that's not that. That's not wide enough. I may have had to print off another one. If not, you'll see another way of doing it, of cheating. Right, what's that? Right, that's 1 1/8. Okay, that's good. So that one works. How many have I got there? Just the one. So are you the same width? No. Are you the same width? Yes. So we need that to be 6 1/4. So that's there. So that's number 1. Let's just pop you there. No, you're only an inch. Why did I think you were the right width? Are you? No. So where's the one that was? No. Oh. We're not doing well here, are we? None of those are. You should be. Let's just have a look. Is that? No, that's only an inch. Okay, well, we'll do the one and not the other then, obviously. How weird. What are you? No, you're too thin. Okay, not a problem. So let's get this out of the way and then we can carry on. The other thing we're going to need are magnets. Now I prefer to use 2 magnets rather than just the one, but you can use one if that's what you prefer to use. So let's get all our papers out and let's get our base card. So here we go, putting it together. It's not as hard as it looks, I promise. Alright, so we're going to need one for that end and one for this end. So, now on this piece here, see this flap here? What we're going to do, I will use, what shall I use? Let's use some red liner, so you can see where I'm putting it. So I'm going to get my red liner tape. You can use wet glue for this if you so wish, but for demonstration purposes I'm going to use red liner tape. Okay, yeah, you can see where I'm going. So I'm doing it right to the edge. And let's get some scissors. So there's, and I'm going to lay 2 pieces down because this is only 1/4 inch. Well, it's just under 1/4 inch by the looks of it, because this is a 1/2 inch score, like so. What I'm going to do both at the same time here. Here we go. So just laying the tape down. And what I will do is I will burnish. Those of you who followed me on any of my other tutorials will know I always burnish the tape down. Number 1, it gets rid of any air bubbles. Number 2 is it actually activates the adhesive in the glue, in the tape. So we'll just burnish that tape down like so. We're going to burnish this one down while I'm here, like so. There we go. Oops, wrong way round. Right, where's my pokey tool? Pokey tool, where are you? You must be out. Oh, golly gosh. That means I'll never find it. So it was on my bench. Now to be seen again. Where's my spare? I know I've got a spare. There she is. Thank goodness I've got a spare. Right, so what we're going to do is just take the backing off, like so. So I've took the backing off. Now what I'm going to do, this edge, now with this folded inwards, I'm going to put this edge here to this edge here. Okay, so it's edge to edge. Right, let me put me in shot so you can see me. Am I in shot? There I am, I'm in shot now. So edge to edge, or corner to corner. Okay, straight down, take your time, like so. Alright, then when you open it up, you'll see it's a nice straight line. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is burnish that down. Alright, like so. And I've done that wrong. I think I'll just put that over. In fact, I'm sure I have. I'll just put that over the... No, I haven't. It's alright. It's just me. Don't worry about me. So, that's fine. Okay. And now this second one is going to go Now, see this very first, right, we're going to call it the last, because this is going to be our first score line. Whoops, I'm not in shot. This is going to be our first score line. This is going to be our last score line. And this is going to go butt up to our last score line. Okay, I'm going to show you on the other one what I mean. I just took the tape off that, and it's going to be face down. So I'll just get this out again. And you'll see exactly what I mean. So as you can see here, see how we've got the score lines, and then this one, this piece is this piece here. And we're going to butt it up against that last score line, just there. All right. So what we're doing, we're facing it downwards again. We're going to turn it over. And where that end score line, now what you can do if you want, let me just show you. Go to your end score line, crease it back on itself, if that makes life easier for you. So you've got like an edge. All right, and then you're going to do exactly what we did the other end, edge to edge. All right, corner to corner. Take your time and lay it down. All right, and then open it up and burnish. So let me just do that. Then just burnish it. And then just bring this one back. Let's just give that another bit of a roll. So now you've got your folio in the making. All right, it's as simple as that. Okay, so what we want to do next is actually put the magnets on, so they're in situ. So what I tend to do is I prefer using tape for magnets. Some people prefer to use glue. I'm a tape girl. I do like my tape. So I'm going to get some red liner. I'm going to cut some red liner off. Now I keep mine in the Specsavers hard case because it's magnetic. The whole thing is metal, which means my magnets are safe in here and they won't be flying all over the place. Okay, so because I'm putting 2 down, I'm going to use the smaller ones, and I just need 4 out. How many have I got there? 1, 2, I've got 4. So I can just pop that one back and then just shut that up. Right, so I'm going to put a stick 1 there, and then I'm going to stick 1 there. Okay, now these other 2, I'm going to pop on a pair of scissors there. Now this one, I'm just going to cut that piece off there, and that piece off there. I'm just going to rub that in my hand for a moment. So it's my way of burnishing it. And I'm heating up the adhesive. So now I'm going to come in with my poker tool and I'm going to try, there we go, and take off that. All I've done is took it off. Now I want that one there. So now that's stuck there nicely. So now I want this one. I'll do exactly the same. Yes, please. My husband's just asked me if I want a nice cup of tea, and I've said yes, please. And so I want this one to go the opposite end. Now I could have just put one in the middle, but I do like the sound of magnets, I'll be honest. So just working on this, it's going to be about there. Can you see? So now that is going to hold it in place. But what I need to do, I'm going to cheat now. I'm just going to pop that there, that piece there. Then I'm going to grab the other two magnets and I'm going to let them find the magnet, like so. So that's found that one, and that's found that one. And then this tape, it's going to be too much, I'm not worried about that. It's going to go on it this end, like so, alright? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift that off. And I'm going to warm that heat up, warm that tape up again. And I'm going to take that off, hopefully. No, that hasn't warmed it up enough. Let's just do it a little bit more. Oops. Try that again. There we go, that's done it that time. It's going to find it again. I know it will. There you go, that's found it. Alright. So again, I can take this one off. Let's warm the tape up just by rubbing it for a few seconds. Take the backing off, like so. Come on, there you go. Right, so now, keeping your folio nice and straight, all I want you to do, leave that card there, that's not a problem. And then just, because that's rounded, you want to push it back slightly, not all the way, just slightly, but making sure it's level. And then just press your magnet down. Because don't forget, you've got tape there. So just hold it and then lift up. Alright. What should happen is your magnets are now in situ where you want them to be. Alright. Oh, that one's come away with it. But don't worry about it, because the tape's where it should be for it. Alright, let's just put that piece of card there. And let's just check that they are, yeah, they're working. So now what you need to do, before we do anything else, now I'm going to use Colour All Purpose, okay, which is this one, Colour All Purpose glue. And all I'm going to do, just quickly, for starters, I'll take off any old stuff that's on there. And then I'm going to quickly just lay down the first mat, like so. Now, there you go. Don't forget, on this one you got these spines there, but you know you've got about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch to show, because that's what we've cut the mat to show. Okay, and then you've also got, I think we're going to go dotties on there like that, so we can do that as well. So we can lay that one down. And don't forget, this is a card kit we're using here to turn into something that isn't a card kit, which I think is brilliant. I really do. Let me see where we are. There we go. So that's that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do this one here. So let's lay this one down. So I'm just going to pop the collar down. Okay. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to be back once I've done all the mats, and then I'll show you how we're going to do the rest of it. So I'll be back in a moment.